Do y'all know what would make this 6-speed Cummins sound even better? Yeah, that's right, a Diamond Eye 5-inch exhaust. That's right, I said Diamond Eye 5-inch exhaust. If you guys have been subscribed to the channel long enough, you guys know that I have a Diamond Eye 5-inch exhaust on this Cummins right here. And we have one for the new 6-speed Cummins. So this is Diamond Eye's K5216A kit. It is a muffler delete, so it does not have the muffler. It is a full straight pipe. Unfortunately, on that truck over there, I have a stock turbo. So I'm going to be using the stock downpipe that is included. If you guys have an aftermarket turbo, you might need the HX40 downpipe, so just keep that in mind. You may have to buy a separate downpipe, but if you guys are stock like I am, you will have the downpipe included in your kit. Now this kit I got with a 5 to 8 inch exhaust tip, and this is actually chrome, but the other day I went ahead and powder coated this thing white. And let me tell you what, this thing came out looking good. As you guys know, one of the colors that we are powder coating that truck is white. I have all my suspension parts coated in this snow cone white color, and now my exhaust tip is going to match it. And if you guys are new to the channel, when I put this 5-inch exhaust on, you can see it right there, Diamond Eye 5-inch exhaust. One of my main colors for this truck is Illusion Violet, and we have my Diamond Eye 5 to 8-inch exhaust tip coated in Illusion Violet on this truck. If you guys want to purchase this kit, I will leave the link in the description below. I'm going to wait for that truck to cool down because I just drove here to the shop and it's going to be hot, and then we can start installing this 5-inch exhaust. I cannot wait to see what it sounds like. I love how this truck sounds with the 5-inch exhaust, but I've never heard in person a 6-speed with a 5-inch exhaust. Manual sound a whole lot better than automatic trucks do with their exhaust sound. So I cannot wait to see what this truck sounds like. So I'm removing this bed just to make it easier for you guys to see what I'm doing, and it'll make it a little bit easier for me installing the exhaust. But you guys don't have to take the bed off to do it yourself. I'm just doing it for you guys. Looking at the exhaust that we have here, it is straight pipe, so there's no muffler in there, but I believe this is either 3 or 3.5 inch pipe. So we're gonna get that replaced with the Diamond Eye 5-inch exhaust. So I have the certified exhaust cutting machine right here. We're gonna cut it in 3 places. Gonna cut it right before the axle and then right after the downpipe, and take this thing out in 3 pieces just to make it a little bit easier. Now that we got the whole old exhaust out of the truck, I laid out the brand new 5-inch exhaust to see if it's all gonna match up. But now that we have it all laid out, let's start from the turbo and do the downpipe and start getting this exhaust installed. This kit will come with all of the clamps and hangers that you're gonna need. So it does look like we're going from a 3-inch exhaust to a massive 5 inches. This is a little bit bigger because that's the female side. But 5-inch exhaust, this thing's freaking massive, boys. This is you, and this is the guy she tells you not to worry about. the exhaust all put on, all clamped up nice and tight. You guys just heard the first start of this truck. Right off the bat, inside the cab, I noticed no difference in sound. I can't hear any difference in sound, but Chase was filming and he said it sounds absolutely amazing the way that the 5-inch sounds on these trucks. What I'm gonna do right now is throw the bed back on and measure for my exhaust tip, and then I'll take the bed back off, cut this exhaust right here, and that way I know exactly where my powder coated tip is gonna sit, and then we should be good to go. All right, Chase, you got clean hands. Throw that white tip on there.
All right, bro.
We went ahead and cut off past the bend, because when we put it on with this whole piece on there to measure it, it was sticking out way too far. So it's gonna change the angle a little bit, but it should tuck up under there pretty nice.
Oh yeah.
Keep going. Right, pull it out a little bit. Right there.
Like
yeah,
it?
that looks way better.
Looks way better. Yeah.
So we'll go
It was
ahead.
hanging out like that earlier.
I accidentally sandblasted that freaking bolt, so hopefully it yeah, make sure that's nice and. Sadie, what are you doing? Rotate it up a little bit.
Like that?
Keep going. Yeah, right there.
All right. What size is that, Jonathan?
But man, that tip came out looking good. We're gonna go ahead and tighten that tip up, and we'll take this thing for a drive. What's nice about Diamond Eye is I'm driving home from the shop right now after doing the 5-inch exhaust. It doesn't sound any different inside the cab. Oh my gosh, my face is so dirty. But it doesn't sound any different inside the cab than it does before with the 3-inch. But I know from the outside it is way louder. Just watching the video back on my phone that Chase took when I started it up for the first time, it sounds so good. I'll show you guys more clips of what it sounds like probably tomorrow. But driving home, it doesn't sound any different inside the cab, which is nice because I had a smokestack before on my old truck, and that drone just got old after a few years. But hearing it from inside the cab with it straight out the back, no complaints whatsoever. When I start to get up in those higher RPMs, I can definitely, you know, hear it a lot better. But just cruising, perfect sound. No drone inside the cab. It just sounds really good. When I go ahead and shift, you can hear that little shoo, kind of like a blow-off valve, but it's not a blow-off valve. It's just the sound that, you know, manuals make when you go ahead and shift. But I am loving the sound of this exhaust just driving home right now for the first time. There is the brand new Diamond Eye 5-inch exhaust on my blue and red 2nd gen. A couple things to note. What I did personally, I took the bed off and made it a whole lot easier. You guys don't have to do that, but if you want to make it easier, just get a cherry picker, put some chains right in the middle, pick it up, you're good to go. Another thing was the downpipe. It was pushed a little bit too far. Cross member was right there, so I went ahead and shortened the downpipe. I can't remember how far. There's a pipe right here actually, but I shortened the downpipe. That way the clamps were easier to get to clamp the 4-inch downpipe to the 5-inch exhaust. I don't know, 8-10 inches I cut off of the downpipe. And then with a short bed, it goes downpipe, long piece, short piece, long piece, over the axle, and then out the back. With a short bed, you have to cut that second long piece because it is made for a long bed, but it also works with a short bed. So you're gonna wanna measure in between the over the axle piece and the short piece. Take that measurement, add 5 inches to it to account for it slipping into the exhaust, and then cut that long piece, and then it should work with a short bed. And then also for the tail piece, you guys know that I cut it right after the curve. Nice white exhaust tip. When this truck starts to get modified and start to smoke, that tip's gonna look so sick. Contrast, black and white, black from the soot, white from the powder. But there it is, guys. I love the way that this sounds. Nice deep growl and a little bit of whistle. 3-inch exhaust definitely gave it a little bit more turbo whistle, which I was hoping it was gonna retain, but you get more of a deep growl engine sound other than the turbo. But I'm okay with. I don't really hear it in the cab, which is nice. I don't want to have a drone coming out from underneath the truck or hearing it from the cab. I barely even hear the exhaust. I just hear it when I really get onto it in the higher RPMs. So everyone else is hearing it but me, which is nice. So thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. If you guys want to check out Diamond Eye, I will leave a link down below where you can check out and see what kind of kits they have for your guys' truck. They don't make them for just Dodges. They make them for Chevy, Ford, Dodge, and other makes and models. So hit that link down below in the description to check out Diamond Eye, and we will see you guys in the next one. Dippin' Diesel out.